Good morning and welcome to another exciting episode of the Superleggera GT. It's been a long while, so I do apologise for that, but I take my lead from the Binky boys. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So I thought I'd do a small video to bring you up to date with the progress on the car and the latest bits that we've been doing. So the car has done almost 500 miles now, not quite, and there have been all sorts of issues to iron out along the way. We have still got a problem with a weeping cylinder head gasket. I don't know if you can see just down there, but basically underneath number 4 plug and all the way around we get a slight weeping when just around there when I've given it some beans. Obviously not ideal. I'm hoping that I bought some stop leak, some bars radiator stop leak, which I'm going to try. It's been recommended to me, and apparently it's also very good for the water pump. I've never used it before, but it says it does the job. I really don't want to have to take the cylinder head off again to change the gasket, and I shouldn't need to. This engine hasn't been the best, which is a massive understatement. I have already retorqued the head studs and reset the tappets and changed the oil, giving it a 500-mile service. So that did quieten it down a bit, and it did make the leak slightly less, but we still got a weep. It's still not good enough. Anyway, moving on from there, you can see now that we have got the foam filters onto the trumpets. Can't show you the trumpets now because obviously they're covered, but there are some lovely carbon nylon 3D printed trumpets under there. If you follow me on Instagram, there's pictures of them there. I was very pleased with those. They seem to do the job very nicely, exactly the right size that I wanted. So this morning, the latest developments have been the cold air intake feed. Now you can hardly see it. It's absolutely tucked away. If I move around just down there, if I just go down here with the light, there you are. Now you can see it. So it's just the first bit. I'm going to feed a tube from that hole and then to that hole, but I'm going to make that hole in the radiator port a bit bigger. So we haven't got round to doing that yet, but that bit is all done and it absolutely fits beautifully. I bought that from Demon Tweaks. It's a Revitec cold air intake if you're interested. I did measure it all up and I got the biggest size that they do, and it absolutely fits a treat onto the back of the radiator grille. I've also used plastic number plate fastenings for lightness, obviously, and there you can see from the front. Actually, you really can't see very much at all, which is kind of good, so it still looks like a standard car. Now you can kind of get the picture where I pan out a bit. Hopefully that's going to give me a really good ram air effect when I get the rest of it all plumbed up, and eventually we will have a proper air box as well to receive all of that lovely cold air. So there we go. That's where we're at. The car's running pretty good, and it's handling really well. I've worked a lot on the rear suspension to get that just to my liking, and we've actually got a rolling road session booked in for next week, which I will almost definitely do another little video of on the rollers. And we've also got our first track day booked in a month's time, so keeping our fingers crossed. There is still work to do inside. I still haven't finished the back of the car. I still want to need to do something back here. Let me just open the tailgate. So as you can see back here, I need to put a false floor in, but I don't want to put the original one back in because it's too darn heavy. I'm going to make one out of plywood. So there you go. That just about wraps it up for another exciting edition. Stay tuned, folks. Bye for now.